Welcome to Business Doctor. Today we are going to discuss about a small story. The story is of a war between two countries, the country and the enemy country, let's say. And they have been fighting it for quite some time, and the war has come to a place where the commander of this country has to cross the river and go and fight against the enemy in their enemy territory. So the commander decides that yes, the team has to be prepared, and so he called up all the team members, and he gives them the instruction that on so and so date, so and so time, we are going to cross the river, and for that we need a boat to be made of wood, and that is good enough to carry the entire team plus their ammunitions and the basic amenities required for the team survival in the enemy territory for a period of time. So the team was working on making that boat, and on that day, at that particular time, the commander said, "Let's go." So the entire team started going, rowing that boat, crossing the river, and as soon as the team reaches the other end of the river, the commander said, offload all the items. So the team blindly followed the commander's advice and our orders, and the team offloaded all the materials, all the ammunitions, everything was offloaded. Then what the commander did, the commander simply destroyed the boat, and everyone was shocked, surprised, and questioned the commander. Commander, this is the only boat by which we can go back to our country, and there is no other way we can go back to our country, and you destroyed that. So how on earth, we are going to be alive? The commander simply said this. That is the conviction we are going to talk about today. The commander said, we are going to beat the enemy, kill the enemy, use their resources, use their boat, and cross the river to go back to our country. The message was loud and clear here. The message was that when the troop was fighting the enemies at their territory, they should not be thinking about this boat, whether the boat is safe or not, or whether the enemy has destroyed the boat or not. So what will happen is that it is a distraction. So the commander was absolutely convinced that to beat the enemy at their territory, they have to beat really, really that enemy, and there cannot be any disturbance or the thought deviations when they were fighting. That conviction is what we are going to discuss in the next few minutes. How the commander got that conviction. As a commander in chief of your life, for your studies, for your profession, how you are going to have that conviction. The conviction comes from the confidence. Confidence is not that something you know all the answers for the questions. It's mentally how you are prepared to face the question, having known a lot of things, which comes basically from, say, skill or talent or knowledge about that. Second, even if you have all the resources on earth, you should know how to apply, or you should know how to use it, when to use it, and how to apply it appropriately so that you can realize your dream or goal. Third, the commander knew that at the time of fighting, what was the temperature, whether it was raining, whether the land was the terrain of the place where they are going to fight, was it rocky or a muddy, whether there are any animals around that, whether would they create any problem for their adventures. So he knows that how to handle all the environmental factors. The same way, when one goes for realizing the dream, you should know what are all the environmental factors. That could be, for example, a rule by your educational institution or school for that matter, or it could be in your office. There are some rules of the game, there are processes in place. So you should know how to use those processes, how to use those tools, how to use those resources. The resources could be financial, it could be men, it could be material, it could be machines, it could be even sometimes it may be book or internet. So the environmental awareness about that for that particular focus, what are all the things how that make up your environmental, and how to use them at an appropriate time. If in case you're going to use a team, or you're the commander of the team, or you're managing a set of team members, you should know that how as a team they are going to be fulfilling that team's goal. That means the team has to have a cohesion, they have to fight in a uniform way. We discussed about VUCA, the volatile related subjects we discussed in the past. So there are a whole lot of dynamics involved when you are working in a team. All these things are possible only when you as a commander in life have a purpose and the focus. Having a dream is not enough. So you should have the real purpose and the focus and the drive to achieve that. So having the single focus is what that is going to drive you. So effectively what it means is that you have to identify what is your boat. The boat which is going to bother you not fulfilling your dream, or is that is going to distract you from your goal, or your acts, whatever that lead to your goal, or something that distracts you so that you lose your focus. Maybe in your studies, it could be some other entertainment or play, or when you are in a profession, that could be a disturbance because of probably your traffic jam, or at home, or at the office, or external to your team. So identify which is causing the distraction for you, or something that takes up your mind, for a ransom, that unless I do, how can I do the other one? So there are a lot of things which act like this boat, which prevents you from fulfilling your dream. Just go for the kill, like the captain or the commander killed the or burned the boat. Just burn all the other things, all the distractions, come out of that, and have a singular focus to fulfill your dream. Hope you enjoyed this video. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Have a nice day. Cheers.